Hello, camera.
Hey everybody, we're back doing a quick stream and our first game review. We have with us Bill from Invisible Sun. We have Alex, aka our producer, who for the first time ever is on camera and is now hiding her face that I've pointed that out. And we have Kevin. For those of you who joined us for our last stream, we just finished Invisible Sun. And right now we are about to play Patchwork Doodle. Now, Patchwork Doodle is a new game from Looney... Is it Looney Labs? No, it's not Looney Labs. Lookout Games. Patchwork is one of my favorite games for two players. So I'm really excited to play some Patchwork Doodle with people. We are going to do a quick rundown of how the game works so we can teach people. And then we will do a quick round and play the game and let everybody get a feel for it. And then we're going to talk about our pros and cons of it and give it a toot review at the end. Alright, so let's get things started off here. We have opened up the game. Now, Patchwork Doodle does come with a lovely set of pencil crayons. We're not using them tonight because, well, I have grandkids, and we have a much bigger container of pencil crayons. As you can hear in the background and see on the table. Alright, so in Patchwork Doodle, you all have a sheet of paper in front of you that you are going to draw on. We are going to play through 6 rounds of the game.
3 rounds.
6 turns per round. Okay? The object of the game is to make as big of a square as you can by the end of each of the set of 6 rounds. And that is what you're going to score. Okay? So if you have a 3x3 square, you would score 9 points. If you have make it a rectangle and you have an extra row on the side of it, you'll score a bonus point for that particular row. Okay? Now you do have some special abilities here for your cards. They are
on the side here.
They are on the left-hand side of your sheet, and I'm just going to pull mine aside here so that people can see that. Let's put this up here. So they are on the left-hand side here. The first one, and these can all be used once, means you can pick the card from the left or right-hand side. The next one is lets you...
Wait, what does that mean? I can pick the card from the left or right-hand side.
Sorry, let's deal these out then.
I played this, and I don't know that.
Did you play the demo version at Gen Con?
No, I played the one at the friend's place.
All right.
And we didn't have all of this. Or different colors.
Well, it's important to have different colors.
Is it?
Well, it's prettier.
Yeah. Oh, we definitely did not do this. We just laid them out in... I think we laid out 3 at a time, and we were allowed to choose one of them.
Okay. That's completely different then, and not right. At all. Okay, so we will... That should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will start here. We have the dice. So what is going to happen is we have a 3-sided dice. Whoever starts the game will roll the dice. So this will go 1, 2, 3. This would be the first one we start with. Okay? In this particular example. So if you use your special ability from the first spot, you could choose to pick that one or that one. The next special ability would let you fill in 1 square. Okay? The last special ability is that you can cut...
A single cut.
A single cut off of one of the sections.
Yeah. So, for example, with this one here, the 6-point card, you could do a cut that takes off this one. You could do a cut that takes off this one. You could do a cut that takes off those 2.
And then
you could do a cut that takes off those 2.
Okay.
It's a single cut.
Yeah, and you can pick to use the left or either side, but you don't get to use both.
Yeah.
And the last special ability is that you can use any of the other special abilities one more time.
Okay.
Okay? Now, so that is the base game. We're going to go through it 3 times, going through 6 cards out of this. The 2 cards that aren't used will stay out and become the first 2 cards in the next round.
Okay.
And then we will deal out 6 more cards, and that will start. At the end of the 3 rounds, you would total everything up, and you will score -1 point for any open spaces. Okay? Right. Now, everybody is going to start with
A funky
a
7 card.
funky 7-point card. Sorry, Devin, I didn't mean to reveal yours, but you're going to show it anyways.
Okay.
So you're going to have a look at it. They're all going to be different. Everyone's. You can flip these around. You can inverse them. You can do whatever you want with them, really. You just can't cut them or anything, but you have to draw it somewhere on your card. All right. Generally, since we have all these great pencil crayons, what I recommend doing is drawing a different one for color for each one. Or you can put little X's if you want, like Kevin's doing.
This is where you get to learn your friend's spatial recognition abilities.
Yes!
Da,
Can
da,
your
da.
friends play Tetris? Should your friends play Tetris? Or do they need to play more Tetris?
Or can they actually reproduce the thing that is on the card? Because often they can't. And then you look at it and you're like, where's
what
that
the
shape
hell
from?
is that? Alright, so that is the first step of the game. We have all drawn in our initial spaces, our initial 7.7 square card. I'm going to put this away. Since I'm hosting the stream tonight, I will roll first. And one. So we all have to draw this square.
We all have to draw it.
We all draw this one,
Okay.
Okay.
and you can put it anywhere on you want. It has to connect to what you already have out there.
Okay.
Oh, some of these pencil crayons are old. You got to remember the grandkids play with these.
Right.
Yes, these are our grandkids' pencil crayons. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, the object at this point is to build the biggest square you can.
Or rectangle.
Well, you want a square is
We
what...
we score off of squares, but rectangles give you bonus points.
Yeah. So as you can see here, I already have a square of 4 with 2 additional rows, for example. You guys see how that would work?
Yep.
Square
Yeah.
of 4 and 2 additional rows.
Yeah.
All right. So that is there. We flip
Turn
that
that
upside down.
Hand the
We
dice
hand the
over.
dice over.
It's a
2.
2.
It is a 2.
1, 2.
Yay.
So let's just keep that so we can all see it. And that is a 1-space square thingy. We'll do that.
Yeah. That's something we needed much later on, not right now.
Yep,
Yeah,
no
well.
kidding, eh?
All right, my roll.
Yep.
3. 1, 2, 3.
What was that?
Can you move it off there just so I can see what it looks like? Thank you. Oh, that I like. Kind of. Actually, I like that quite a bit.
So question, if you're using the ability that allows you to choose the one that's left or right, can you do it on someone else's turn?
You can do it at any time.
Okay,
Yep. The 4 abilities you have can happen at any time.
excellent.
You can even choose to use it like the add one. You can choose to add it at the last phase, like in the storing phase or whatever you
Or
want.
just before the scoring phase. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So
we'll
flip
turn
that
this
over.
card. And please roll.
Two
2
more. Wow.
A 3-pointer.
So unlike the original Patchwork, you don't have to purchase your cards.
Nope.
No, you're not purchasing in this case. You have to use what comes up though. And my personal favorite aspect of it is the fact that it's got multiple players.
Right.
You know, and also it doesn't take up nearly the table space that the original Patchwork
No.
did. For a 2-player game, we would have needed almost as much table space, right? So we are going to offer our opinions throughout the gameplay, and it is
Here's
my
your
roll.
roll.
3, 1, 2, 3, the really long one. What do I want to do with that? I just want to move that off a little bit just so we can
Oh.
see it a little bit better.
Well,
There's 5 along the top row and
Yeah.
Excuse me.
bless you.
Cats.
I'm not being very creative tonight.
I saw that some of them have like different patterns and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the
Um,
people we were playing with when we tried it
Ben.
before, Ben, was very pattern
Yeah,
oriented.
like if you look on the initial 7s that you get, they
He
have
drew-
like this one has like little fish on it,
Yeah.
and he drew the little
Oh,
fish
yeah,
on his
yeah.
card.
That's nice.
So hey, so yeah, we're still doing a review of Patchwork. It is Bill's roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
Once he stops being killed by my cats.
Yeah.
And it's another 6-pointer.
Ooh, big
That's
cross.
good.
I don't really actually want that.
I do.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 4 across the center.
4.
Yeah, let's do that. Yes.
And that's the end of the first round.
It is.
Oh,
Is a
that
row of
wasn't.
4.
We've been playing Dice Forge lately, and I'm amazed at how fast Dice Forge goes.
I am going to use my single piece.
We don't do scoring every round, do we?
Yeah, you
we
do.
do.
Oh, we do.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so I'll show scoring here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 25 points. I have no additional rows to that. So I would put 25 in the number 1 column beside.
Okay, I've got 16 and then 2 bonus rows. What's that do?
So 16, 17, 18.
Okay.
What are you doing it from?
Well, I've got 16 4x4,
Right.
and then I've got those 2.
Two
Yeah.
rows, right? Yep. And I've got 5x5, which is 25, with no additional rows.
I got 5 by 5, but no additional rolls. I think.
5 by 5 would give you 25
Yep.
and nothing additional.
Nothing additional.
Okay. So
We got a big fight on 25.
we would take these.
Woohoo!
These become the start. So how were you playing it when you played it with your
Oh
friends,
my
Bill?
goodness, they just pulled out 3 cards, and we had to choose one of the 3 cards. So everyone's was vastly different. And,
Oh.
and then as soon as one person finishes, everyone else gets one more turn, and that's it.
Oh, okay. I have.
That is really different.
That's completely bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 piece square.
You can deal with that.
So when we count the points again, do we use the ones that we used before?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh.
So now, if we were counting points right now, I would have a 5x5 with an extra row. So it'd be
Okay.
26 points.
Flip that
Yes,
over.
I would be
and
the same.
Mm-hmm.
We are neck and neck.
Mm-hmm.
give us a roll, Trev.
Woohoo!
1,
1.
3.
Oh, I don't want pink for that. I want orange.
I just took the orange one.
Haha.
Damn it, were there 2 oranges?
Probably.
Yeah, this is a nice orange.
This one is too. Wow, it's really dark. So that's my card so far. Who rolled that?
Kevin, it's you.
Kevin did you. 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Well, that's interesting.
The classic Tetris piece.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I want blue.
I want a different piece. I mean,
You can choose to use the left or right piece for folks.
Yeah, you can those choices. And you can also choose to cut it.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
gonna tough it out.
I think I'm going to tough it out too, because I've already started drying it.
Well, you can do it later on. Are we ready?
Nope, not
Oh,
quite.
wait, I have a question.
Yes.
You
You don't have to have it in the same orientation as.
do.
No.
No, you can
You
flip
could
it around,
reverse it.
do it in wherever
Okay.
you want. You can mirror it, however you want to do it.
Okay.
I love how he keeps stealing their pencil crowns, Bill. That's awesome. It's like gradually, slowly but surely, the other team won't have any. Whose
Like
role is that?
grabbing them from the box.
It is.
I think.
I think. Did you just? No, it's 1, 2, 3. It's my roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a
2.
1 to 2.
Oh.
I am going to cut.
I'm less happy about that.
I am not going to cut. I thought about it, but I choose not to. Wow, that green does not show up very well on the camera. All right. I believe it is Alice's roll.
It is. Let's flip that puppy.
That horrible, horrible card.
Yep.
So you can do that one without removing your turn, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
You could. I will do that now.
You can do it at any time, so.
2. Not much better. 1, 2.
Oh, actually, I am happy with that.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's
That is damn near perfect.
Right.
All right, and
Screwed.
That was my roll. I'm sorry.
all right, Kevin, what are you going to do with us?
Woohoo!
Flip that one over.
I will.
And 2.
oh, that's not what I
1, 2. It's a T
That's kind of awkward at this point.
with lips on it or something.
Coffee beans.
Coffee
Oh, no.
beans. Oh, okay. Or pucker.
Oh. I am going to keep that just right.
I am going to spend my 1.
So if you cut it, which you just cut a.
You,
You
can
can-
do any single cut.
Okay, so with the example of cutting, and Kevin, I'm just going to put it over here so I can show it on the camera.
Right.
You can choose to cut off, I believe it's up to 2 squares.
Oh.
So you'd have to do either that one and get
Right.
an L, that one and get another L, which is the same as the first one, or that one and get a 3.
Okay.
You couldn't do, for example, that.
Right. Got it.
Okay?
It's a singular cut.
And I can't get just a oneer.
Well, you still have your
If
one.
I- What? Oh, that's this thing?
No,
Well, actually,
no,
you
that's
could
yours.
cut.
Oh, that's this thing.
You can cut one off it and use it as.
Can I
Sorry.
just use the one, though?
Yeah, you can choose to use either side. So in theory, you could do that and get 1 out of it.
I could.
Is that not correct?
That is correct. It's a single cut.
It's a single cut. So
I'm gonna do it!
do it.
Do it! Need a different color. Okay, and that's cut. One.
Teal. I'll go to teal.
And when do we get to use the...
Anytime.
Anytime you want.
I'm doing it! I'm doing it!
Do it. Do it,
Do
Kevin.
another one.
And then
And-
it's scoring.
And it is scoring. So that will be the end of the second round. So, for example, in my particular case, I have 5 by 5 again. So that's 25, but I have additionally 3 more rows. So that's an extra 3 more points. So 28 points.
I have
6 by... Go
I have
ahead.
6 by 6 with 2 additional rows, so that's 38.
I've got 6x6 with no additional rolls, so that is 36.
6.
I got 6x6, and I think I have an additional row.
Yep.
So that would be 6x6, and that would be the additional row.
Yep. So it would be 36 plus 1.
36 plus 1, 37.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yay. That's what I was looking for.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So I don't know if people can actually see that. I'm just going to turn the camera for a moment here. That is kind of what you're looking at here. And so when we roll, whatever we get on the dice, so for example, in the case, let's say we had a 2, it would go 1, 2 cards. And then that would be the one we'd have to choose from.
Whee! Okay, here we go. Is it my? It's my
Yes,
turn.
it is.
Yes, it is.
Oop, sorry.
2.
2.
Two.
Speaking of 2s.
2.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm,
I just don't know what color. It's really dropped.
I am actually going to use my cut.
Now, here's a
I'm running out of
question.
colors.
That is the card that I used when I did the 1 card away card.
That's fine.
That's fine?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have to draw the same shapes multiple times. That's not a problem.
Okay.
All right, is everybody done?
Yeah.
Yes. 2.
3.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
dangerous at this
1,
point.
2, 3.
Oh.
That is a really nasty looking shape, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show it to the camera just because everyone should have to see how horrible that shape is.
It's not horrible, it's just misunderstood.
Totally. Totally misunderstood.
Kid, put it down and let's all see and figure out how badly we're screwed.
You're not screwed. Come on, people.
You can choose to pass as well
Be
if you
positive.
can't draw it.
Oh, that's a good rule to know.
It would
I
have
mean,
been.
really, there isn't many times that you're going to
No.
want to, because if you pass, right,
You
especially
lose.
in this case, you'd be losing out on 6 points. And really, why would you want to do that?
There was only one space I could put it, so.
Yeah, I'm actually in the exact same boat. That was literally the only place I could have put it. One.
Yes!
Oh yeah!
Yes!
Yes!
Oh yeah!
I
Baby!
like that one. Woo!
A lot of excitement. Here at Castle Stornell.
Here at the James from the North studio, there is much cheering and rejoicing on that roll.
I am
we did
spending
not flip that over.
my times 2 or second one to do this one. And that allows me to do I now have a 7x7.
All right, way to go, Bill.
With extras.
Ooh. Yeah, I have a 7x7.
I will never get larger in a 7x7 because I have screwed myself royally. There we go.
Oh, I can't. I thought for a moment I could not. No, I can't. Okay. There are pieces on this board that I just cannot do right now.
2.
No.
Big square.
I can do that.
I can do a square too. Wow. I think it should be pink because it's pretty in pink.
I think it should be red because it's scary.
It's a nice soft pink, a very princessy color. We'll even draw little peas on it.
What's the one where I can move over one?
That is this one. Where you can do one left, the left or right one.
So you could do that one or that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have done that. Oh well. I always forget about that ability.
Alex, I need you to roll a 1.
No, you need Kevin to roll a 1.
Oh, you
Wait, Kevin needs to.
Kevin, it's a square.
It's a
I'm
square,
gonna
Kevin.
I'll cover it up
square.
here. I think you can remember that it's a square.
Actually,
With
he's not
two
even
edges.
doing the
I'm
square.
doing the one beside it.
Oh, he's doing the one beside it. All right.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Nice
Oh
one.
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
right.
it is right.
That is very good.
It's reversed or something.
It's flipped.
Inversed.
It's mirrored.
It's mirrored. That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Give me a roll.
Woohoo!
Don't roll.
Yes, and I am using my cut.
I am using my left or right.
Can you use 2 on 1? Can you like left and right and a cut?
In theory, I mean, if you have the stuff left, but you only have your one special ability left.
You've already used the left and right, so you can no longer use the left or
Well,
right.
I've got a second thing,
Oh, that's true.
Yes, but you can
Yeah.
only use it once.
and I can only use one of them once.
Yeah.
No, you can use your use a second to use one of these again.
Like each one of these?
No.
No,
just
just
one.
one of them.
Just one of them.
So now I am officially screwed. The game is over for me. Unless
At this point, I've used my left or right. I am going to choose to use my one square.
oh, he's got it.
And that is that one. Oh, and
There's
who's...
still one more turn.
There's still one more turn. You are correct, but I can't draw anything that's on the board right now, so...
Can't either.
Oh, he filled? He filled?
3. We put it to this one for the lost square, which I will choose to pass on.
I have to pass.
I need
But-
to do a special.
Okay, do you
But
have any?
I have one.
I will use my last extra special.
Okay.
I
And
can
you
get
fill
a
everything.
cut?
cut, and that way I can get a 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
3, 4.
And that,
Four.
ladies and gentlemen,
But-
is how it is done.
Close.
A million times I will play this game, and I will never, ever fill it again.
3.
All right.
2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9 is 82.
8 by 8 is 5 times 8 is 40. 6 is 48. 56.
30, 110.
56. 74. 74 plus
90, 110.
6, 7, 8. 70. I said 72, didn't I?
So an
Minus
8 by 8
4.
is.
Should be 72.
8 by 8?
Yeah.
8 by 8 is 64.
64, I think, yeah.
64, and I got an extra row. I think.
Yeah, 64.
Okay, so 64.
So 64 with an extra row is 65.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. 90,
I did not do it.
101, 90, 101, 121.
106. I'm last.
127.
135 with a completely filled board.
Nice. Nice.
Congratulations.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we all stand up and walk away and clean up the game, let's just quickly share our thoughts, a quick review. This is Patchwork Doodle. It is, in my opinion, a much more fun version of Patchwork because it lets me play Patchwork with multiple people. And Patchwork is honestly the first game I've ever played with my mom that I got her to play and enjoy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was it Patchwork or Patchwork Doodle?
Patchwork.
Okay.
So I was really excited and really enjoyed this game. Negatives for me, these are awesome, but I would have liked a couple or maybe laminated instead. I'd see
Laminated with some dry erase.
laminating with dry erase. I mean, it probably would have increased the cost, but eventually, at 6 players a game, I'll run out of these.
Yeah, that's okay. You'll get another pack. It'll be cheap.
I'm quite sure we'd have to check on the website to see if they have the grid. I mean, it's a grid. It's a
Yeah,
9 by
really,
9 grid.
it's a grid.
Yeah.
But otherwise, really, it's Patchwork with multiple people, and I've got no negatives about it.
No. There's nothing. I'm confused at the fact that it has values in the bottom corner.
It's the number of squares.
Oh, it's the number of squares. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah. Because
So it gives you an idea. Oh gosh, 6 squares. Do I have anywhere that has 6 squares, or do I have anywhere that has 2 squares? And
Yeah.
gives you kind of an idea where you're going.
Yeah.
Alex, any negatives from you, Bill? Positives? Things that I haven't mentioned?
It's a great game. It's such a good game. It's just so simple and lovely.
Alex?
Okay, my comment is both sides, positive and negative.
Okay.
The creativity. It gets you to be creative because you're drawing this, and the fact that we pull out, like, a barrel, for lack of a better term, of pencil crayons.
Yeah.
But then there's also the whole thing of, I need to be creative. Look at what they're doing. With the other game we played with, him putting, like, fish and dots and things like that.
Yep.
It's just like, yeah.
Oddly enough, this is actually my page from the last game.
But I know, so it's kind of fun and everything else like that. It's enjoyable. I do really like the 2-player game, mostly because of the fact that it's very hard as, a house that's an empty nest. It's very hard to find 2-player games for you and I to play. So I really like the original. There is
And
nothing
the
saying
original
we
is
can't.
more thinky.
Yes, the original is more thinky. This is more.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is more quick and fun and things like that.
Yep.
There's more strategy to the original Patchwork game.
Okay, I would say so. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah. And that with the cash and, figuring out your cash and your
Your
points
buttons,
and your
yeah.
buttons and everything else like that. So there is
And the first person gets 7x7, and that's not in here.
no,
Yeah.
none of those other challenges.
There are some other mechanics that are missing from it. Like, this is fun for drawing.
It's a great game.
I think it's a fun family game, but
Yeah.
it's not as strategic per se.
Okay.
And that it's not as highly strategic as Patchwork is, or for that matter, Nitwit by Z-Man Games. It's a far more strategic game.
Well, yeah, but there's Nitwit is an entirely different game. That's not a shape-laying game. Let's not compare apples and oranges.
She's comparing themes.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. But Nitwit's still a word-based game.
Yeah.
Oh, so, Kevin, any thoughts?
I like it. I like the coloring aspect. It's very soothing.
Yeah.
I mean, if I wanted to, I could take my time and color these in and really enjoy it. I can't think of a negative except for the fact that I didn't win. So
Fair enough.
but I was
You came darn close.
But I came darn close. So it's
You
hard
didn't
to
lose.
I didn't. Yeah, it's hard to beat somebody that gets the whole board. So
I lucked out
I
on
was-
that one, yeah.
and that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and I think that 7 is how that 7 is set up is a real big factor.
Yeah,
I-
it's true.
I-
But also
think
how
it's
you
'cause,
how
the
you
way
choose
it's
to
set,
place it.
the way it's
Yeah.
set up here, yeah, it is depending on how you place it. But I mean, we also had our board out at the time.
Yeah.
We have to check in the rules if you're supposed to put your first board out or not. Because if you're not supposed to put your first board out, that would make it a little more challenging.
No, you do. You
You
lay
do
out your
your-
board and then you draw the outline, the patch card.
Okay, so that does, because then you can take more of a look at what's around to get an idea of which
I do like
orientation.
that the fact that if you're going to be really conscious about it, you could actually
Make it a little harder.
look at everything
Yeah.
that's coming out and being like, oh, I will get that shape now. It's just a question of if that shape's going to actually come up
Fit.
on the roll.
I like the fact that we all start off with a different shape. So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
game is unique
Otherwise,
to each of us.
yeah. Otherwise, the game would be the same. Like
Yeah.
it would just
It'd
be
be like-
you'd be copying each other.
Yeah, exactly.
The one like I'm on the one negative that I haven't mentioned is that really it is a group solitaire experience. There is nothing that I do other than the random roll that will affect what you do on your board. Like I can't, I rolled this, so I get to make you place a square a certain way or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's much more family oriented, I find.
Yeah.
It's not as competitive per se. I mean, we're all competitive, so I mean, we made it competitive and things like that, but it's not necessarily as competitive as a lot of some other games you will find.
It is
For
nice
sure.
that it's a simultaneous solitaire.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're not watching someone do something
Yes.
and going like, oh, for heaven's sake, just please hurry up already.
Yeah, so I can
Yeah.
take my turn. There are certainly games out there where it is a group solitaire experience where you're literally watching everyone take their turn.
Yeah.
Um,
And I will say that the variant my friends played was actually pretty interesting, and it worked well.
we will have to maybe experience that at some point down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Scale of 1 to 5?
Oh, it's like a 4.
Tooks.
4?
Yeah.
5? How many tooks? We don't have toots today,
That's
but
a toque.
A
Yes.
toque is a
toque
stocking
is a
cap
star.
that you keep you warm.
Oh, I know, but
We're dames from the north. We're going to use toques. How many toques
I
are you
love
going to
it.
do?
That's great.
And at the end, Alex is going to have toots, and we're going to like throw them on the table. That's
okay.
the plan. Or I'll just pull toots out of the bin, and we have lots of them.
Little ones.
So,
4 to 5
Four?
toques.
4.
4. I'm thinking 4 as well.
I'm thinking about 3.5.
Okay,
I'm the Russian judge.
you're
Does
the
that
Russian
mean you have
judge.
to like cut the toque and?
Yes,
or
that's
just
it's
gonna-
like steeping.
No.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for a quick review of Patchwork Doodle. I would say the average at the table was 4 toques out of 5. We all really enjoyed it. The Russian
Ignoring
judge
the Russian judge.
said the average. The Russian judge, or aka the producer, says it should be 3.5. We think it's a great, fun, family-friendly game. Good night, everybody, and thanks for watching.